continue our conversation here with Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg. And Mayor Steinberg, that building right there holds a special place in your heart, because it's the building that almost wasn't.
Well, it almost wasn't,
Yeah.
and I was honored to play a small part. I always remember April 2013. I was the Senate leader, and Mayor Johnson called and said, "I need you to take a red eye to New York City, because the commissioner of the NBA, the late David Stern, wants to meet with you and ask you a question. And the question is this: can you pass a law that guarantees that the Seattle opponents to the arena will not be able to file a lawsuit and stop it?" I said, "I'll be on that plane." I got there, I was a little tired. Remember going to my hotel, showered up, got in my suit, went over, and David Stern asked me that exact question, and there was only one answer: of course. And so we came back, and in a very short period of time, we put a bill through the legislature, SB 743, that prohibited anybody from stopping the project. And
there were people that wanted to stop the project.
There's no question. So, along with Mayor Johnson and the business community and Vivek Ranadive and everybody, I played a significant role in this, and I was proud of it. And that was a turning point for our downtown and our entire city, because I think that was the moment where we said that we love our city always, but we can be so much more. We can offer so much more to the people. As I said earlier, so much more to do, so many more places for community to gather, to form memories, to bring people together, to have a good time. And that's what the Golden One Centers represented. But we also said that can't be the end. That needs to be just the beginning of Sacramento's growth and transformation. And coincidentally then, well, it was a couple of years later, I turned out of the Senate in 2014, was out a couple of years, but that was part of my motivation to run for mayor, to say, what more can we do, and how can we extend that growth to every part of the city?
And so we talked about it in the previous segment, and you talked about Republic FC and the rail yards and building a stadium. And look, that broke a lot of hearts. We had that big party on Capitol Mall prior to COVID. We were going to be the expansion team. Everyone was really excited. And then COVID hit, and, financiers dropped out, essentially, and so here we are. But the fan base is still here, and they're strong. And this project is going to move forward. But do you think at some point MLS will come back, or does it even matter to you at this point?
I think they will come back. It's a 12,000 seat stadium, expandable. And of course, we have the Wilton Rancheria now.
So this is like a field of dreams. If you build it,
yes,
they will come?
Okay. Wilton Rancheria with Kevin Nagel, and we just have a great, great team. But here's what I will say about it. And we had some ups and downs with Major League Soccer. We want Major League Soccer, but Sacramento does not need Major League Soccer. This is going to be a great success, whether or not Major League Soccer chooses to come back, because of who we are. I mean, this Republic team, Republic FC, they've beaten Major League teams and Major League Soccer teams. And I know this, that what we accomplished over these last couple of weeks, it's about $1 billion investment. Remember, it's not just the soccer stadium, it's the 17 acres to the east of the soccer stadium, which is going to be another DOCO, another entertainment district. It's a 3,600 seat music venue in the old paint shop. All of this is going to be the floor, not the ceiling. It's the foundation. More is coming, because success begets success. Now, whether there are all kinds of potential partnerships, but I believe that that stadium eventually will grow into Major League size, either for MLS or maybe for a variety.
And you believe this is going to happen? This isn't going to be another letdown for Republic fans or Sacramentans?
Let me tell you the difference.
Okay.
The difference is we have the right investor.
Okay, well, that's good.
All the other investors were fine, but they were from out of Sacramento.
Okay, so
Wilton Rancheria is coming
they
back
have
home.
stake. So I'm getting some breaking news right now. Kevin McCarty has declared victory.
Yes.
In the race to succeed you. You endorsed him.
I did.
So why do you think he's going to be a good mayor of Sacramento, and what is your advice to him?
Well, I congratulate Kevin, first of all, and Dr. Kofor for running a really strong campaign. I think Kevin's going to be great. he understands how to get things done. I mean, that's what he did in the legislature as chair of the higher ed committee, the budget committee. He knows how to get things done. My advice to him is to, one, understand that the job of mayor is very different from the job of legislator. You are the symbol of everything for the people. Two, work hard, focus on the neighborhoods, and focus on continuing to grow Sacramento in the right way.
And you guys were on opposite sides of the arena idea too, I believe.
I think
right?
Kevin was on the city council, and
he was on the city council.
He voted against that at the time. But it's a different.
Everybody evolves.
It's a different time and a different era.
Okay, so we have about a minute left. I'm getting the wrap cue, but I can't let you leave without asking the question. And I've asked you this a bunch of times. We've had phone conversations about this. What are you doing next? And don't tell me you're thinking everything's open.
My God.
Come on. You're not done. You said you're not done.
No.
Make some news on Fox 40 at 5:50.
I want to make news on Fox 40, but I haven't decided yet. I will just say that.
You want to be Attorney General.
Well, you know what? If
Ron Bonta is going to run for governor, you're going to run for Attorney General.
I don't know if Ron Bonta is running for governor, and that's an option.
Okay.
But here's it. I want to continue to serve. I want to continue to contribute. I want to continue to make an impact. And I have so many interests, and a lot of them are eclectic, right? From mental health to climate to regional planning to sports.
We didn't even talk about Steinberg
to
Institute.
art
yeah.
and the creative economy. I have so many things that I want to do. I'm open to doing it outside of elective office.
Okay.
Because there are many ways to serve and contribute. I say that to young people all the time. And so we will see. And I'm not dodging the question because I really don't know.
Okay.
But I will.
When you know.
And I will come back.
Okay.
Okay?
You know, I'm the first person you call. Mayor Steinberg, I truly appreciate you giving us some time here this evening. And throughout your years as mayor, your racism was one of the first I covered when I came to Sacramento. You've always been very gracious to us, even when we've had to ask tough questions and push back. And I just appreciate the back and forth and always giving us some time.
And I really respect you and what you do and what journalists do. It's like politicians, right? We may not be that popular, but it's really important. Same with journalism.
Appreciate the conversation.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much,
And I know
Nikki.
this is not the last time you're going to be sitting at this table.
No.
As mayor, yes, but there's going to be an announcement that comes.
Be something.
Thank you.